Hi, I'm Peter Gordon and fusion food is my thing. I've cooked around the globe, but I'm back in Rotorua, New Zealand to face a new challenge. Over the next 10 days, I'll take 8 aspiring Māori chefs around the world without even leaving the kitchen. And at the end of that, they're going to produce a fantastic, delicious, tasty feast for 200 people. Tīmata! Who's stolen the chili flake? How are we doing?
Real bad.
I'm just ashamed of myself, really.
To be honest, I don't think I actually want to put that in my mouth.
I want to see the man in you.
I showed Jamie Oliver how to do this. Oh, that smells delicious. Thank you for your help. What do you know about duck?
That it quacks.
For me, this is like setting up a new kitchen from scratch. What are you doing? Stop! You have nailed it. No challenge.
Get it done.
Get it done! Go! Go, 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 Kia ora. Kia ora. Welcome to Native Kitchen Boot Camp. Over the next 10 days, I'm planning to teach you as much as I can about food and cooking.
Peter Gordon's one of the best chefs I've ever heard of, so I'm excited. Yeah. Can I hug him?
Are you up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm really looking forward to it.
I hope Peter Gordon is as good as I think he's going to be.
But firstly, I'm going to put you into teams. It's important to divide the students into teams because to get on in the restaurant world, in a kitchen, you're part of a team. By working together, we can achieve a lot more than being separate. So, Team Purple, set forward Aria and Joseph. Hope you're going to get on with each other.
Hope so. I always cook for my whānau. They love my cooking. They're actually the ones that push me towards following, my dream and becoming a chef.
The ultimate would be to run my own restaurant, but just working as a head chef anywhere would be awesome.
Team Orange, step forward Karoria and Joe.
Check.
Cooking is my life. I love it. I've been brought up around my mum baking. She can bake anything. My mum's everything to me.
We grew up with hardly any food. I'm not going to take food for granted. Anything kai, I just love it,
Team Green, Blake and Isis.
My passion for cooking, I don't know, it's always been something we do as a whānau. My culture means everything to me.
I'm very particular in the kitchen. Cooking for me is easy because I love doing it.
And finally, Team Red, Moses and Tash.
Thanks.
My long-term goal in life is to actually have 3 restaurants, a bar and a nightclub. Food is life.
I'm more like a home cook. I do catering and stuff, but I can't wait to learn new things. They're all training chefs and I'm excited to learn from them as well as Peter.
So get your gear on, we're about to be welcomed onto the marae. Oh, I love a good porphyry. The lovely thing about what's about to happen is that whilst the students are having their own journey in the kitchen, I'm going to be having a real sort of cultural journey myself, and I've set myself a series of tasks that I think would help get a better understanding of where I come from, my heritage, where I place myself in the world. Tēnā koe. Thank you for having us along, which will be fantastic, really fantastic. Now, what you probably don't know is that in 10 days' time, we're going to be cooking a high-end banquet, a feast, a hakari, for 200 people plus. And I don't know if that seems like a lot of people to you, but it sounds like a lot of people to me. What I want you to do tonight, there's a bag over here with your name on. You're going to find some cookbooks, a notepad, an apron, and you need to go home and study it. So purple, I want you to focus on France. Whatever that means to you, it could mean many things.
What do I know about France? A lot of pastries, a very, very sexy accent.
Orange, you're on Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico.
Chorizo's from there?
They love their spices.
Yeah.
Green, you're on Spain.
Paella or something like that.
Yeah.
And red, you're on Japan.
I can't wait to be able to cook different nationality foods.
So grab your bag, go home and study. You need to be back at dawn, focused, ready to go. We've got a long day's cooking ahead of us. Okay. Quick, come on. Got to get home, get that sleep. You're young, you need to sleep. Trust me. For me, this is like setting up a new kitchen from scratch. We've got 10 days to get a banquet for 200 ready. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. I'm excited for the teams to start their culinary adventure and show me what they can do. But for one student, being here was a difficult choice.
My mum was diagnosed with secondary breast cancer last year. She's actually in ICU in Wanganui at the moment. And I thought about not coming, but my dad pushed me to come and said, your mother wouldn't be laying in bed wanting you not to go. So, yeah, this is for her.
It's day one of Native Kitchen Boot Camp, and before my 8 students have even started their first challenge, we are down to 7.
I got a phone call and saying that the doctors have seen my mum and they didn't think she was going to last the night, so just rushed home as soon as I could, yeah.
Welcome to Native Kitchen. In 10 days' time, we've got a banquet to cook, and it's going to be a banquet of gorgeous deliciousness. So I've got to make sure you can all cook. What I also want to find out from you is how well you understand ingredients, how things go together, and the sort of cuisine that I do is called fusion cuisine. Fusion cooking is what I'm known for, and it's really bringing together ingredients from all around the other culinary spheres. So it's not being Italian, it's not being French, it's putting a bit of Asian, a bit of Middle Eastern, a bit of European together. There's 5 basic flavours, I suppose we can call them. One of these is an ingredient that you may not be familiar with. So, Joseph, why don't you take the first one here?
Salty.
Salt. If you want to take the second one, Moses.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sour one.
Sour.
Yeah, bitter. Cocoa.
Excellent. Right. And this is the surprise ingredient. Aria, take a good pinch. What do you think? Oh, that was supposed to be in the rubbish bin and I put it in the bowl. Sorry, wrong flavour. Okay, what that is, it's called miso paste. It's got a characteristic called umami. Okay, so it's the sort of unusual thing. You find it strangely in tomato skin, Parmesan cheese, soy sauce, so it adds a savouriness to it. So today's challenge is mince. In fact, I've got a mountain of mince. And when I think of mince in New Zealand, I think of mince on toast. So your challenge today is to produce mince on toast from your country of origin that you know from studying last night. And when I say mince on toast, think of it a bit broader as mince with carbohydrate. So it doesn't have to be toast, but it might be toast. Each team has a pantry full of your country's specialty produce. You can use any of these ingredients as well as fresh fruit and veggies from the table. Now, what you've got on the trays here are 2 more ingredients. So let's have a look at what Spain's got on your tray, okay? Oh, another fantastic New Zealand ingredient, frozen peas, canned tomatoes. Take that to your bench, start thinking about what you're going to cook. Let's see what we've got for France. Oh, look! Frozen peas and canned tomatoes. Awesome. Team Red, Japan, peas and tomatoes. And Mexico, you're flying solo today, so to make up for that, you get exactly the same ingredients.
Oh, good.
So you're going to have your work cut out for you.
I was a little bit worried about how 1 pair of hands is going to cook compared to 2 pairs, but it was mince on toast. And mince is the thing I like to cook the most.
There's one more thing you need to factor into it, okay? I want you to get 1 ingredient off the shelf that comes from a place outside of your country to give it that fusion twist. Guys, this isn't all about you, this show, okay? It's also about my cultural journey. So I'm going to go and have my first waka ride ever, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to leave you. You've got 30 minutes. Are you ready? Steady. Tīmata. What I need to do is find out how good they can cook, and the best way is for me to leave the kitchen, let them get on with it, and then when I come back I'll be able to see how they're working as teams, what their flavour palette's like, how they present things. Yeah, it's really important that I'm not with them at this point. Like many New Zealanders with Māori heritage, I feel a cultural disconnect with my ancestry. And every day I'm going to duck out and have a cultural experience that's going to help me understand where I come from and who I am. And first up is waka with Wetini. Hey Wetini, kia ora. Lovely to meet you.
You too. One more. Twice.
What's with the hongi? How you sometimes once, sometimes twice?
First time you and I, we remember our loved ones that have passed on. Second time you and I, the living, are greeting each other. Get that hoi. You go like this. Right? Get that hoi. And then toia, hey. Toia, hey. Yeah?
Cool. Okay. It's not like being at the beach on a kayak, I have to say. Well, it appears that my cooking skills don't quite translate into waka paddling skills. You know, I reckon if I'd been at the helm of any of the great waka, we'd never have made it here.
We would have made it somewhere.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't have been New Zealand.
No.
We're making minced spring rolls.
With an Asian salad and some dipping sauce.
Pretty nervous.
How do you want the red onions? Sorry, I was drawing a blank, hard.
I don't want to be that lady on the show that everyone calls the crazy one because I have to yell at you.
Do you like Spanish food usually?
Oh, I don't really know.
I love Spanish food.
I'm gonna fry the mince, the onions, mushroom, garlic, and the herbs.
I'll make the pea puree first and then the eggplant.
Yep.
Cool, let's do it.
I'm all by myself, just me. Really difficult to be on my own, but mince is one of my favourite foods to cook. It's really easy. I was mamai for Joanne, but I was excited hikaka because it was my dish.
Pete, where are you from?
Well, my Māori heritage is through my father, through Ngāti Kahungunu.
You know, we have kahungunu links here too.
But I know so little, really. I grew up knowing almost nothing. When I grew up, we didn't know enough about our heritage, to be honest, where we just weren't taught anything. And I see young kids now who go through school and they've just, every sort of 10th word might be a bit of te reo that's just part of everyday language. And I think, shit, I missed out on all of that. I think for many New Zealanders with Māori heritage, we kind of became a bit diluted, really, if you can use that word. We became more and more Pākehā, and when I was at high school, I wanted to study Māori like so many of us did, and we were told that Māori was a dead language.
As our fusion ingredient, we're going to use chili flakes in our mayonnaise for one of the dipping sauce.
Are you sure that chili flakes are Japanese?
Pretty sure.
What are you putting in the meatballs again?
I'm going to add a little bit of heat with the chilies.
Yeah.
I got awesome sumac and smoked paprika. Have you tasted smoked paprika before?
No, I was reading about it last night. It's real Spanish.
It is. It really is.
Have you travelled overseas before?
I've only ever gone to Sydney once.
You seem to know a lot about food from around the world. How do you know about it all without travelling?
I'm a nerd, honestly.
Yeah?
At course, I'm the only one that ever does my homework. I never achieved any of my school certificates. I left school when I was like 16, but ever since I started culinary arts last year, I've achieved more than I've ever achieved in all 23 years of my life, so...
Aren't I lucky to have you on the team?
Yeah, you are lucky.
Have you ever been to France before?
No, but I'd love to go. Love that French accent.
Have you travelled anywhere out of New Zealand?
I went to Italy and Brazil.
Brazil? I haven't even been down the South Island.
I've found if you're cooking mince and you cook it for a really long time, the mince melts in your mouth, and with quick cooking, it's still a bit chewy. I'm going to make my guacamole.
Tidy or mess up before you start another.
I haven't really nailed the clean as you go thing, even though I have my dad and most of my aunties saying clean as you go, just clean as you go. Even my chefs, clean as you go. Yeah.
The peas are cold. You need to put them on, please.
Just steam them.
You better hurry up. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. on, because you need to start your sauces too.
I know.
If you do that again, mate, I'll be hitting you over here with the pot. Seriously, this is going to be a hard 10 days.
So I'm going to put some spices into the mix. This one's mild curry, ground coriander, and I've got sumac. And it's really, really nice spice, a Spanish spice.
I think this is a winning dish.
The sweet bit of my dish is palm sugar. I never thought of putting peas in a guacamole before. What do we need here? It's no good making something, let's say cooking for a date. If I'm not tasting my food, how do I know that my date is going to fall in love with me? Because you know, best way to a person's heart is through their mouth.
Really nice.
Every time I clear a space, you're like putting crap in it.
That's just how I
Mess.
roll.
No mess.
I'm absolutely going to love this time with you. It's just going to be a great bonding experience.
Yeah, we'll see.
Wait, taste that.
That's boring. Just tastes like soy sauce. You better hurry up, Moses.
So, should we start plating up now?
Yeah.
Go from the top.
Well, help me out because I've still got to make a sauce for that and plate up. Okay, you finish doing that.
Yep.
You're like taking the whole bench up, buddy.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Make sure there's a bit of it because there's
Got a spice in there.
Yeah.
Star Wars effect.
It looks like mince on toast in a different way.
Put up more.
That looks ugly.
Yep.
So 10 people done.
All day. Yeah.
Oh my God,
You know
we
what
forgot to
you've
do, yes.
I was going really, really awesome until I completely forgot the peas.
Looks like the Kai is ready. Well, hello. 30 minutes. This is looking pretty good, but you're looking a little bit nervous. Why don't we start? Because this is your first one. Okay, so Spain. Let me see. What have we got in here?
We've got spicy Spanish meatballs with tomato sauce, bruschetta, and yogurt, pomegranate, and mint dressing.
Okay. The thing I think I can't see are peas. What happened with the peas?
We forgot them. They're right in front of us.
Oh, it's good. Are there sultanas or something in there? Or?
Yes.
Yes.
And the sauces?
Oh, yogurt, pomegranate,
molasses, and mint.
fresh milk.
It's a whole fusion extravaganza, minus the peas. And you're wearing green shirts, so you'd think that would be the one thing you'd remember. Okay.
I would definitely think that we would have won if we would have put the peas in. Yeah, because it was a really yummy dish.
Mexico.
If you taste them together, they become a...
I'll taste it how I want to, young man. Cheeky thing. Okay, better try the guacamole. With peas in there. That's
peas.
Cool.
Peas for a little texture.
Yeah, and you've got the peas in, and you were in orange, so it's pretty good, really, isn't it? Okay. Have to say, I feel a bit sorry that Karo had to cook by himself. He's not part of a team, which is what I'm trying to build up here, but he did really well. France. Now this looks pretty cool. I can see peas. I'm having a pea focus here. It's all about the pea. Okay, and this looks Mediterranean to me, the eggplant. There's a sweetness in there, isn't there?
It's a hoisin sauce.
Hoisin? Oh, okay. So that's your fusion?
Yep.
Okay, last but not least, Japan. Looking at this, I'm not seeing Japan, if I'm honest, but I haven't tasted it yet. Tell me about this dish.
We've got some minced spring rolls with an Asian salad and 2 dipping sauces.
Okay, and did you work well as a team? Let's see what the taste is. It's all about the taste. So this dressing, what is this one? Is it fish sauce or?
Fish, soy sauce, mirin, and some garlic.
Wow. It's quite full on, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I think of Japanese food, I think of it being a little bit subtler, like 5,000% subtler, especially not lots of raw garlic. Weirdly, there's heaps of salt in this and there's no seasoning in that.
I was pretty gutted. I was just not happy at the food that we'd produced.
Don't freak out, we'll improve this for you both, okay? And you've got to work together as a team, so we're going to make sure that you sort all that stuff out.
I knew I could have done so much better.
Tash, you've got so much more food to cook, don't worry, sweetheart. The reason Tash was really upset, I'd say, is she's makes her living from cooking. She's not a student studying, and it's important to her that she's presenting the best food she can all the time. But I just know things will get better. I'd like to say, considering you haven't worked together before, you've done really, really well. Considering one of you is working solo, done terrifically well. The winning dish is one that to me is all about the balance of flavour. You've achieved what the task was. The presentation looks really good. So the winning dish is... France. Come forward. Come forward. Look at these beauties. Because every night there are going to be medals handed out, and you want to get as many as you can. So the badges are really just a token, but I think having something to strive for is really good. Well done. Students don't realise this, but I will be looking for a head chef to help me run the hakari, and it's likely that the person with the most badges will be that person. Now I've got to get on a night waka paddle, so you guys have some kai and then get home, okay? See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Day one's over. It's been a fantastic day. There'll be some things that I need to improve on with the students, but overall it's been fabulous. And tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. I love teaching. Someone once said that the best staff are those who want to be better than yourself. So you're always trying to get people who are high achievers. Dude, come on.
For our relationship to work, I have to, be the mum.
We can't put up an unfinished platter, okay?
And stop!
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
He mea tau toko
na te manga.